Alrighty. Well, good morning. It's Saturday morning, September the 6th. Yes. Yeah, strange is mine. Melissa's birthday is 9/11, so is my sister's. Crazy, huh? Been a tough week this week. I've done about 60-hour work week. So what's 4 times 14? 40, not 56 hours. Not bad. Not too much. Rode my little 250 Hawk Enduro out. Several days this week. Yeah. The sucker's getting around 90 miles an hour, man. That's crazy. I'll work 12 on Monday and Tuesday, and I was off on Wednesday, if you want to call it off. All the way 4 loads of tree limbs. Previous residences in this house, had just decided that instead of hauling away the tree limbs and yard waste and all that stuff, they're just going to stack it up in the back corner. Well, it's a good way to get snakes. I'm not much on snakes. I don't fear them like most people do. But if I run up on you and you hiss at me, I'm going to shoot you. It's that simple. Well, I'll haul away those 4 loads. So, that's a day on that. That was less than half of the stack. That's how big the stack of crap is. We're talking about a truck bed piled up above the cab. That's a load. So, came in, checked the freezer, had a couple of 3 beers in the fridge and hamburger meat in the freezer. And I took it out that morning before I started working. Let it thaw out. So I took me a little break, cooked my hamburger on the grill out here. Charcoal grill that is, folks. Nice hamburger. Oh my goodness, I put some steak seasoning on it. Ate it with the jalapeno cheese bread. Brown mustard and some mayonnaise, and that was it. Oh my goodness. Yummy. And then I had some onion rings in the freezer. Well, a handful of them, put them in a little air fryer, a little El Cheapo $29 job. That's just big enough for one person. So, I ate me a good meal and talked to the cat, and the cat talked back. I didn't understand a word he said, but he was so, damn. That's what happens to you when you get old. You get kind of loony bins. When came in, took a 2-hour nap. By the time I did all that, it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, I just got my butt up out of bed and realized that it rained all week last week. Grass had grown about that much in a week. 3-4 inches. Yeah, about like that. So I went out and got my little push mower and we mowed until dark. And we got most of the yard done. Hopefully I'll be able to get some more done this weekend. I don't think I will. Might have to wait till Wednesday again. Do the same process. Load a bunch of limbs out in the morning, eat a little lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it. Middle of the day meal. Used to be breakfast, dinner, and supper, but now they call it breakfast, brunch, lunch, and dinner. So what the hell happened to supper? Anyway, I'm going to rinse and repeat that thing on Wednesday again, try to get this yard all nice and cleaned up as best I can before the leaves start falling here in the next 6 weeks or so. I was going to go wash last night, but I got off a little bit too late. And they allowed the last load at 8 p.m. and I didn't get home until 7:56. And I said, well, no sense in pushing that envelope. Yeah, I woke up at 2:30 this morning for some ungodly reason. I have no idea. But what I'm going to do is, or what I'm needing to do, not for me, but for my daughter, my youngest daughter, I'm going to roll from where I live to San Antonio. It's 251 miles just to go there. And 251 miles back. That's a good 10-hour day when you stop for fuel and snacks and getting her stuff loaded in the car and so on and so forth. And she'll sleep in her own bed, a bed that we bought specifically for her. Nobody else has ever been allowed to sleep in it. We get done doing that, we'll wake up in the morning. I'll get up at 7, go wash a load of clothes, and if they wash them, we'll go grab some quick breakfast. And I think I'm going to have me a chorizo and egg burrito myself. Who knows, I might just eat a sausage biscuit and a cup of coffee and call it good. Guess what? Tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, about 9, 10 o'clock, you gotta have her back by 6 on Sunday. We'll roll up out of here. Ain't no telling where we'll go through, but we like going through Brenham to have a nice little, I don't know if you can even call it a cafe. It's a sandwich shop. They have other things there. Downtown Brenham, Texas. And she loves the cheesecake. There's some old-fashioned, drier style of cheesecake that has really cheesy flavors. Really good. Ain't cheap though. I get back around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Could be later depending on traffic, weather conditions. Tomorrow night, Sunday night. And I'll take me a quick shower. I'll jump my butt in the bed for a few hours, and then we'll head on back to work on Monday. So, there you go. I told her, I said, you know, we're going to cut these down to once a month. I'm getting a little bit older, and it's kicking my butt for good to travel that much in one weekend. 1,600 kilometers for all of you not U.S. folks, and 1,000 miles for all you U.S. folks. Each kilometer is each mile is 1.6 kilometers. There you go. I had this old cup 10, 15 years, man. Maybe I'll keep it. But yeah, it's going to be busy. What do you do with your life? Uh-oh. Screwed that one up. What do you do with your life, folks? Are you accomplishing anything? Well, momentarily, yeah. Will the world remember you when you die and leave this world? Never to be seen again. For a little while, maybe a week or two. Unless you're an Einstein or a Sir Isaac Newton or George Washington. I don't think I'm going to get to that status, but you know, what do we care? So anyway, now that we got down to the nitty gritty and the nut cutting, pretty good stuff. Not bad. Well, now that we've got all the nut cutting out of the way, all the mincemeat making and so on and so forth. Damn, where was I? See what happens? It's a senior moment. Sorry. But anyway. I've discovered don't give too much of yourself. Give enough where people know you care about them. But when you start giving it all, giving people whatever they want, and you start sacrificing yourself totally for that, you're going to end up pretty grumpy and disgruntled. You're not going to be happy. They're not going to be happy. They're going to move on to somebody else that'll give them because it's their nature to sit on their butt and do nothing. And and just gain from you. And when you have nothing more to give, they're going to throw you away like trash and move on to the next one. Way of the world, boys and girls. Sorry. I'd like to say that I'm not cynical, but I am. And I'll get this yard all cleaned up and everything. And my birthday's coming up. It's on a Monday. You get your birthday off and they pay you for $8. So that means I got the weekend off. And a Monday, that's a 3-day weekend. I'm thinking me and a little Hawk might take a little ride down to the coast. If I felt like I had enough time, I'd just jump in the old car and I'd go over to New Mexico in the mountains, right over there north of El Paso. Beautiful place up there. Sunsets are fabulous. And they're shining on the face of the mountain, and they're like pipe organ looking mountains. They're like that. They're really neat. And when the sun's setting on them, they turn this bright, bright gold color. It's pretty remarkable. And I'm a mountain and desert guy more than I'm an ocean guy. I don't mind the ocean. It's just, okay, well, there's a bunch of dirty water out there with trash in it. Hey. So, there's not too many places left on earth, though, that you're not going to be able to tell the people who went there and trashed it out and not gave a shit. And left you with that great scenic view. But I want you to be careful, but enjoy your weekend, people. Just do all you can. We're going to end this dumbass video on a, I don't know if that's a high note or a low note. That's stupid. So I'm talking to this young guy I work with, and we were trying to figure out some jokes, and we're sitting there, and I said, I'm going to give you a line that'll either get you slapped or get you kissed. I don't know which one it'll do for you. Walk up to the most beautiful girl you see and say, "Man, baby, you must be a terrorist." She'll look at you and say, "Why?" "Because you're the bomb, baby." And I said, and if you really want to get rejected and slapped, just go ahead and say something stupid like, "You got to be a terrorist. You're carrying around all those weapons of mass erection." Oh my goodness. Shame on me. But anyway, we'll talk to y'all next time. Y'all enjoy life. Work hard, but carve out some space for yourself. Go for a walk. Go gardening. Go hunting. Go fishing. Go for a ride. Man, whatever tickles your fancy. If you don't carve you out some time for you, you're going to be really miserable son of a pea. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. Y'all enjoy life. Till later. Bye.